Many of you did not have the privilege of hearing from me before I moved. I was interacting with very young children from Pan-African Comprehensive Secondary School in Akwa Ibom who came to watch the proceedings of the House of Representatives, and they sought to see me. And whilst I was interacting with them, one of the little kids there asked me, "Why did you move from the PDP to the APC?" And I looked at the child and I said, "You will be a politician in future," for asking that question. And I think the question is still very germane. I told the child I moved in the national interest. I saw a kind of slide towards disorder, where many of my colleagues saw defection as a weapon. So I moved in order to stabilize the polity. And I also moved taking cognizance of the number of appointments this administration has given to children of Akwa Ibom State, and also the kind of programs and activities lined up that will benefit the South people, the Niger Delta. For instance, in 16 years of the administration of PDP in Nigeria, I did not see 1 kilometer of road that was done in my state, in Akwa Ibom State, because every politics is local. So without the airport that was constructed and completed by my administration, there is no way Akwa Ibom people would have access even planes to travel from Calabar, because the road is continually a death trap, accidents occurring on a daily basis and all that. So I want to thank this administration, because not only have they given the contract, the contractor has been mobilized, and as I speak now, work has started on that road. And so it's very personal. I move also to attract dividends of democracy more to my people, and to support a government that has decided to look at the South-South not just with rhetorics, but with concrete evidence of action. And so from a national perspective and also from the local perspective, there was need for me as a leader to support such an administration. Today, Mr. President has pledged to ensure that in the 2019 budget that the Aba-Ikot-Ibene road that had been forgotten for 45 years is rehabilitated and even dualized. And I want you to know that Aba used to be the capital, the commercial hub of the entire South-South and Southeast. But because of bad roads, that almost all the industries in Aba and the entrepreneurship had come to an end. And so my people could not access Aba. If you come now and try to move from Ikot-Ibene to Aba, it's impossible. And that has existed for over 40 years. So any administration that can make efforts, in fact, when we were in the council chambers, and when the president mentioned that, he had a standing ovation from the stakeholders of my state. And that is why I said that in 2019, it will be very difficult for any political party to penetrate the South-South, because of the fact that they've seen an administration that is determined to bring about infrastructural development for the good people of the South-South. He has already pledged also to extend railway from maybe Port Harcourt all the way down to Calabar through Akwa Ibom, something we had never seen before, because our people felt totally disillusioned and marginalized in the past. And look at some of the appointments that we have in my state today. I'm not afraid to say it, that under the PDP, even when I was a governor, we couldn't even have a personal assistant from Akwa Ibom State in the presidency, not even a special assistant, despite my massive support for the administration of the then PDP in Nigeria. But today, you can see we have a Minister of Budget and National Planning. We even have a special, a senior special assistant in charge of Senate matters, and a lot of others, managing director of NDDC, managing director of oil and gas, and all sorts. So I believe that to whom much is given, much is expected. There is no way this government can recognize my people and do all the things for my people, and I, as a leader, would not see the need to support that government. So for some of you who may not understand, I want to repeat myself. I move in the national interest, because every politics is local. Nigeria should be like a building block. If you go to London and you see Terminal 5, Terminal 5 was built for 25 years. That means Prime Minister after Prime Minister had to add its own effort. But here in Nigeria, what happens? We have thousands of abandoned projects because administrations do not build on what others had left behind. And because the citizens do not see the need to support government, there's a time for election and there's a time for action. And that's the simple truth about it. When government is about to work, allow the government to work. Support the government to work, irrespective of political affiliation. And that is why I moved from the PDP to the APC, to make sure that this government works before election. It shouldn't be all about election. It should be first about Nigeria. Let others also move in national interest. And I didn't just move like that. I was a leader in the Senate. I resigned my position in order to show that, yes, indeed, I meant business. And indeed, I'd move in the national interest. Let others who also have positions in the Senate, who wish to also cross carpet from one political party to the other, also resign their positions and take a cue from what Godswill Akpabio did. I think that answers your question about what I said in the Senate today. There is need for us to restructure the Senate. I'm sure you know that. There is need for us to have seats. It is not there. Behind where I sat today is my very good friend, distinguished Senator Shitu. It was after the little noise in the Senate that he told me that he's now in the PDP. And I said, so why are you sitting here? So don't you think there's need for us to restructure the Senate so that PDP will sit on the side, ABGA will sit where they should sit, and then the ruling party, which still forms the majority in the Senate, will sit where they should sit, and then the leadership is restructured in a way that the majority can have their way, while minorities will have their say. That is the practice all over modern democracies. You can't have a political party with 10 members and another one with 80 members, and the 10 members will now produce a leadership. Does it happen anywhere in the world? Nigeria is not different. We are running a democracy. That was what I meant when I said that I will speak when the Senate is well restructured and well reconstituted.